Hi, my name is Dennis, and I'm going to be presenting my idea for my FMP. Um, a lot of my work is based around sports, so the first thing I started with doing was creating a sports logo. I use vector shapes and a couple of um, secondary sources to create my design. Um, I've done a lot of research and like reflection on my reflexive journal, and a lot of the information that I learned is left here. My storyboard is consists of 9 different pictures with information based around each sport. My plan was to start with a relaxed jogging scene and end with a boxing scene as it creates tension and build up. I got my idea from watching a Nike video or Nike advert, and what I realized in the advert is that it was quite intense from the beginning and it seems to escalate towards the end of the video. I created a mood board in order for me to have an idea of things that I can include in my work. For example, Nike and Adidas are logos that produce sports stuff, so sports accessories and equipment. I included foods that relate to healthy diets and exercise. I also included sports such as tennis, yoga, and football because they all have relation to my idea. With the design of websites, I realized that I need to take into account the colors I use, the type I use, and the layout because the layout has to be clear for the audience and they need to be able to move through consistently. It needs to be clear for them to know what they're doing. A website that I looked at to find information was JD, the Undisputed King of Trainers. I use the site because they're well known for producing sports merchandise. So yeah, I created a risk assessment in order to plan beforehand things that could go wrong and already sort them out before the situation happens, putting us out of danger and equipment out of danger. It was effective because it made sure I made sure that when filming, none of the actors got injured. We didn't damage any equipment or damage anybody else's equipment. In my initial findings, I done primary research based in my class and got I done a survey which helped me find out what people in my class would like to see in my work because they were the audience that I was basing my work off, 16 to 24-year-olds. So a trend that I realized I had in my work was that basketball and football were the main things that people wanted to see within my work. So I made sure that these were the 2 things I included. I looked into typography because I looked into typography because it can convey a certain mood or feeling, and it needs to relate to the audience and my work. So I looked at how I can find fonts that will give a certain impact to people that are watching. So bold fonts seem to grasp the attention of the audience a lot more effectively than a thin and small font, as you can see here. I done research into viewing statistics, so I know the best time to broadcast my advert and the best time and the best place to have my advert broadcasted from. What I realized is that a lot of adults from 16 to 34-year-olds tend to watch things related to sports in the early evenings from 9 to 11. So I thought this would be the best time for me to put down some of my work or place it for advertisement at this time. On my Wix page, I included a lot of research into what I had learned throughout the course of the 8 weeks, and I based my design off other websites and adverts that I saw. So with this main page here, I used quite a large font to be quite eye-catching for the audience and draw their attention straight away with "Let's get moving, time waits for no one." I included a home, about page, did you know page, gallery, and an FMP page for all the work that I had created. On this page, it shows the rhetorical question I included and the information that relates to sports, because it will show the audience what I know and what they can gain from looking at my advert. So, for example, I put a pound of muscle burns 3 times the calories than a pound of fat. So this is a fact that I got from a secondary source, and the audience will know it's true because of the information and the sources that I left behind. Finally, my FMP, which lasts 2 minutes and 10 seconds, was quite effective. It didn't go to plan because a lot of the shots weren't able to be taken because of weather and timing. But it was quite effective because I used an escalating beat in the background to create a sense of build up, and I synced all the shots in with the beat in order to create tension. So yeah, I also included words such as fitness, breaks, sports, to convey the idea that time is time waits for no one. So each shot shows a timer going down slowly, and the words create the idea of urgency. So in all the shots there was a different word, and I also included running, dancing, and football. These were the main 3 shots that I was able to get. Yeah, so that's my presentation. Thank you for listening. I'm happy now.